Hello my friends and welcome to episode 82 of the Wanderer or Football Manager Journeyman Let's Play. Today we have a transfer special episode, and the next episode will be that game that's on your screen right now against Bordeaux, a Derby Day opener away from home. I'm excited for that. I'm leaving a screen on just so you can see the pre-season lineup. We went with very much a money making process. There is a testimonial in there. Never heard of the guy, but he asked, and I kind of felt like I don't really like declining testimonials. We actually have a look at him. He is a 30-year-old Swiss defender who has only ever played for Zurich, but he requested to play us, so I like that. So, transfer episode. The other thing that I do want to discuss about today's episode is there has been changes to staffing. I'm not finished with that yet, so I'm not going into that. I'm not saying I'm finished with the transfer business, but I will go into the staffing once I'm completed it. There's new scouts, a new goalkeeping coach because the board allowed me to have one. Complete overhaul of the under 18s. I'm focusing on the reserves and I'm still working on the under 18s, so I just want to cover that all in one episode in one go. We'll do that in the near future. So we'll start with the outs. Matthew Galvez is away. Thomas Silva away on loan. 60k a month plus 100k if he is unused. Mandatory future fee of 4.84 million. And the good news is he's injured for 3 to 4 months, so that's 3 to 400k guaranteed. Dylan St. Louis away on to Angersko for 1.1 million. Probably I sold him a bit cheaply, but the reality is I just wanted him off the wage budget, to be honest. Velez complained. I was looking at a lot of midfielders and I wasn't actually really going to replace him. I was going to sell Pelé before I sold him. He complained when I was looking at other midfielders well before I actually signed any other midfielders, so to be honest, I just agreed, right, I'll sell you. Thinking transfer list by request tends to get a bit more money than just transfer listing. He went away to Jamp for 2.8 million. Probably a fair deal. He's worth 5.5 now that he's not with us, but you know, he wasn't first team choice. Jimmy Cabello never really developed into the false 9 role winger, away to Lille for 5.5 million, and Pelé the captain away to Tenerife for 2 million. He was aging. He was really good with all the signings that came in. He was great with them. Unfortunately, just his age mixed with, brought in quite a lot of midfielders, so there just wasn't a split for him. Petit away, a few loans. Christopher Julien away. He was an old player that was sitting in the reserves, swallowing up wages, and I'm just glad to get rid of him, to be honest. 2.2 million we also picked up, which is fairly nice. Another couple of young lads away who just weren't going to cut it. And Jada Silva, a player who I didn't want to sell. He was a couple of offers that turned his head early on. And then my scouts started throwing left wing backs at me, or people who could be retrained there. So I decided to get him away, out on loan. Only loan him away for 6.25 million to Everton. It wasn't one of the offers that actually turned his head. Max Christensen I tried to sell, we couldn't, so I basically loaned him out for covering as much of his wages as I can. Literally the only offer that I could get. And the only other loan I'm going to cover is Jeremy Olivier. Promoted him to the first team, but we signed somebody who came in, going to be a bit harder to loan them out, so I decided to loan him out. He's away to Shocks, who have absolutely fantastic facilities. He should be good in this division, but he's a first team player with them, with great facilities. I'm really hoping he kicks on and really comes back next season, ready to knock on the door of the first team, because I was actually expecting him to be knocking on the door of the first team this year. Contract, can I trigger that contract extension please? Yes I can. And he's 21 now. He's got a contract till 2026. Smashing stuff, and I'm quite excited by him, to be honest. So on the ends we've got Mamadou Sissoko, Sako, but he is also now the team captain, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure he is anyway. If he's not the captain, he's vice captain. He's in on a free on a contract worth 25k a week. It's quite expensive, but I've done this deal in January when I probably should have been thinking about it. But I really like this guy in real life. I think I was given quite a bit of a short break at times, so we grabbed him. We've got Mamadou Mokhtar from Al Ali for 250k. 3-star ability, 4-star potential. At 18 years old, ball winning midfielder. holding. We're retraining him up here again as a ball winning midfielder, so you should be able to transfer that. Pavlov comes from Bait for 325,000. 2.5 star ability, 4-star potential. Complete Mazelia quite well. I mean, he's got a couple of hiccups there. Could cover on ball winning midfielder as well if need be. And Adama Andri, I'm just going to rename him. Set nickname Adam. So we signed Adam. He is a 4.5 star with potential to get better. He's a deep line playmaker, which is a bit of a pain, but we're going to retrain him as a Mazelia. We're working on that already, as you can see, working on his finishing first, because that was actually down at 6 or 7 when I signed him, so that's gone up. Triggered our release clause in his contract. 19 years old, Ivorian. 3 caps to his name already. Really, really excited by this kid. I genuinely, at the point of signing him, was like, right, I'm maybe going to be done for midfielders pretty soon. And my scout recommended him, and it came up with extremely interested, low buyout fee. The stars were there, and I was like, right, I'm going to click on. Boom, what a signing. We've signed Lumor Agbeniou. He was at Montpellier last year, going to be a wing back. He was brought in as a backup wing back initially, but he's worth 5.5 million already. You know, pretty solid. Had a few meh seasons with Montpellier, to be honest. Not really had any real game time at all in his career. He was brought in as a backup for Jada Silva. Jada Silva obviously since left. David Brooks comes in. He was at Derby last year. Again, not really had a whole lot of game time. He is an attacking playmaker, but if we look at false 9, he could more than comfortably work in that role. Fairly excited, and I'm going to try him out there already, starting to retraining. Jan Villa, another player I've really liked in real life. Can play Mazelia if need be, but I'm looking at him as a ball winning midfielder. That's where his stats going to suit. Maybe not got the acceleration, but he's got the bravery, and everything else. Acceleration is maybe the only issue. He is either captain or vice captain. I can't remember which. But you know, he's going to work. Claudio Gomez, a player who I had absolute priority on. I seen he was at Strasbourg at the end of last season when we played them, because it came up at the bottom. He is he's unavailable because he's injured, and I'm sure I remember him from the PSG beta save. Clicked on him, sure enough he had a buyout clause of 7 million that was active for relegation release. So I was like, right, I don't want to really pay 7 million for him. At that point he was worth 550k or something like that. It's like, let's see, I'll make him my top priority target. I'll get players to talk about him in the press. I'll talk about him. And eventually, they caved. The value went down quite considerably. We got him for 3.7 million. I think some of that might be over a few years as well. So he's on 11.5 grand a week. Can play at both Mazelia and ball winning midfielder as well. I looked at him initially as a ball winning midfielder. Marking's not the best. We're working on that. But can cover Mazelia as well. Finishing's the issue there, and off the ball is not great. So going forward, he's not the best. But you know what? We'll work with him. Add Alberto Penaranda. Butchered that name. We'll probably just call him Alberto at some point. This guy's been nothing but a pain in the backside. Been scouting him since the end of last season. We're retraining him as a false 9, where again I think he can work. Worth 4.4 million. It was worth 9 million 2 weeks ago. Basically, I looked at other strikers. There were so many other players, by the way, that I have missed out on that I tried to buy. 3 goalkeepers, missed out on all of them to other clubs. Sorry, 1 retired, so I never actually got to talk to them. 2 I missed out to other clubs. 2 strikers who were both playing in the division below us. 1 went abroad, 1 went to Marseille instead of us. Absolute nightmare. But when I was looking at a couple of them, and one of them signed a new contract just as I got an offer in, or just before I put the offer in. I've been monitoring him for a while. So Paranda basically came to me and said, I'm not happy with this, you're trying to replace me. I was like, okay. And then 7 days ago, 1 week before the season starts, he comes back to me again and says, actually boss, I don't like it here, I want to leave. He signed a month ago, hasn't played a game yet, and basically tells me he can't sell. So he's on leave currently. Probably going to look to sell him. wish I had sold him because his value is literally half because of all this. But he's currently on leave, going back to Venezuela, where he has 64 caps for them as well, which is quite nice. Kind of hoping he come work because I do see him being a key part of the team. Gonzalo Rodriguez comes in. He's a winger recommended by one of my scouts again, previously at playing in Uruguay, where he's played a few games, never really broke quite through. He is an inverted winger, which is a bit strange, but he can play as an inverted wing back on support, which is kind of where I'm going to play him. He's got very good stats. Marking, actually, let's get that marking working on, because that's a big issue. Is the issue with him, but physically he's very, very good. Determination is very good. Work rate's maybe a bit of an issue, but nah. Driven personality, decent physicals, particularly for the roles that I'm going to ask him to play. 4-star but 5-star. Jason Agari, the 4th choice goalkeeper that I bought. I've got an offer in for another one that since came up with an agent approaching me, and my scouts basically saying, yeah, go for him. Basically, I found him. I said to my scouts, I want a goalkeeper. I want to have good aerial reach, good reflexes. There was another one I was going to bid for, and the reason why I hadn't gone for him was, and I'll show you the 2 goalkeepers that I missed out on first as well. One of them retired was Fraser Forster. One was a regen, and one was Lafont. I was looking to bring home. He had gone to Chelsea. He was transfer listed to try to bring him home. Unfortunately, Genoa, I think it was in Italy, somehow plucked out 100 grand a week that we can't get anywhere near. So we ended up bringing this guy in. He's fairly solid, decent, worth 2.6 million, and we paid 3 million, rising to 5.25. And Hasabate, which is the reason that Olve is away out on loan, comes in. I've been monitoring him for a while. I was going to give him another year in Japan, but another team triggered his release clause, so I had to act now basically. So I did, but as a result of that, Olivier had to go out on loan because he's at the age where he needs game time. So the other goalkeeper I missed out on, and I was so devastated about this one, if I'm honest with you. I think he went to Rene. Here he is here. If we look at our scout report, I had him on trial at the time that he signed for Rennes or Rene. I really wanted him. 5-star, 5.5-star again. Wonder kid. I matched the wages that they were offering. The issue is, Rene had just sold a player to PSG for £100 million. So I assume the signing on fee was massive, or I assume Continental Football is on offer. I can't actually remember where they finished. But that kind of rounds up that. It's been one of those really difficult windows. You know, I'm happy with what we've brought in. In fact, I'm very happy. We've got Thierry back. He's now actually quite happy staying at the team. Got Jimmy Roquet. He's been promoted to the first team at 16-year-olds. Very excited for him. We've got Oliveira Mosse, who's another young lad. He's going to develop on, hopefully, get some game time, retraining him as a false 9. The other guy is Taui, who actually meant to be playing at the end of last season and forgot about him. He's 23, he needs game time, so he's going to be in and out of the fringes of the team as well. We've got another wing back somewhere. Where are you? Gironde. He was sort of there or thereabouts last season. He had some injury issues, if I remember correctly, but I like him. I'm going to give him a chance this year. And we've relegated the wing back who we had last year. It's not this lad here, is it? No, it's not. Where is he? Robin's back down here. Wasn't you, was it? Nope, you didn't play any games for us last year. Maybe I didn't. Did I relegate you back down? Wing back Zambia. Oh no, Rene. Here he is. So he's doing okay as well in his development. Had a few loan offers for him, and I'm kinda unsure if I want him to go out on loan and we give Gironde a proper go, or we'll loan out Gironde and give Rene a proper go. I'm kinda in the hit and miss of them, but Rene's 19. I actually might loan him out. I've not decided yet. I'll think about it. Who are you learning from? You're learning from Sacco. Actually, you're staying then. Anyway, guys, that's going to end this episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Tune in for the next episode when we will play Guineans Bordeaux. in the opening game of the season. Nice big derby for us to open with. We've got some very, very good players. I feel like we've improved the side. I feel like we've improved depth. Did want to get Tsunami out on loan, but unfortunately now teams are starting to get interested, but previously there's been literally not even a nibble on them. Look at these performances, by the way, absolutely smashing. But anyway, I'll hopefully catch you all next time. Smash the like button if you enjoyed my business. Hit down on dislike if you didn't, and hit subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.